Hi, this is Shadi, and I think it's official to say that Japanese competitions are my absolute favorite. Recently, we saw the All Japan, but the weight category, we saw the very offensive attitude, just grip, go, and try to throw. And I think that's a very good mentality to have. And now we go to the open weight category, and it was something amazing. So, leg grabs are back. We're gonna discuss them a little bit. The flag is back. So now you cannot just stall and try to win by gripping tactics and try to cause the other Shido. Uh, Now your time is limited, meaning it has value. And of course, huge congratulations to Kagawa. Harasawa is an absolute legend, what he did in local competitions, of course, and outside too. But before we do that, please don't forget to check out my book, The Origins and History of Judo, translation of a manuscript from 1903. Links will be below. So, yes, leg grabs are back. Huge attacks are being done. And this is something I've said before a lot. So, if someone is bad with grips or they have weak grips, they should be punished for their bad kuzushi by a leg grab. So here, this is an amazing sukui nage turned into, you could say, sasai, or I don't know, blocking the other leg. So here, Jun Konno demonstrates this particular variation. You don't have to scoop them up, as in lift the entire body. Keep in mind, this is open weight category. So you can just circle around by lifting the leg, and that alone will spin them on one leg. That would put them in a very vulnerable position here, you can see. But what we saw is a block of the standing leg. So blocking the standing leg and continuing that rotation was how it was done. You can also block, but the other direction as well. So instead of blocking them forward, you block them backward and take them back. So it's a very versatile entry for a lot of throws. And here you're gonna see that also a weak sumigaishi was blocked by a scoop, and then with an inner reap done by Hashimoto. And here you can see this is what he was actually going for, but this is how Hashimoto defended. And again, when you take away leg grabs, Roddy Ferguson told me, you're giving the big and tall guys a lot of advantage that it's quite frankly sometimes is unmerited. And also, this is the beauty of judo, is that all frames and all bodies go together. You get creative. The gokyo is massive. So, and of course, we saw a lot of just regular traditional, the stuff that we've seen in the last 15 years: uchimata, osoto, kosoto, and here a great and beautiful uchimata makikomi, one of my favorite throws. And he did it from a head lock position, but then slips the arm down and then ends up wrapping his opponent around, finishing with the leg of the uchimata. Again, you've seen everything, but most importantly, the offensive attitude of all the athletes was amazing. Of course, seeing little guys like Abe, Hifumi, and Nagayama. Here you can see defending against someone much larger. And this is, again, like I said, something I've said before. Defending this way against weak attacks, someone taller or bigger, that will give you an advantage regardless of your size. So leg grabs are very crucial to create stronger grips and kuzushi. For example, here, if your kuzushi is weak and your grips are weak, you're gonna be punished. And just letting the guy shoot the leg and not being able to grab it gives that false sense of reality and false, judo in a sense. And of course, seeing Abe fighting stronger guys here, you see Hashimoto doing his signature sode, but with a leg grab, was like a chef's kiss. Of course, this is reminiscent of the legendary Toshihiko Koga, may he rest in peace. And here, what he would do is would block the sleeve, step forward, and then as they react try to turn towards you, that's where he would slip his leg in, and then his hips as well with the leg, and then fish the sleeve and go over. So it's a blurred line, I would say, between a reverse seoinage and a sode. But here, when you're strictly attacking the sleeve and fishing it up, then it's a sode, and then of course you're inserting your hips. Seoinage, it's really dumping over the back. We'll see an example later. And here Koga explains how he slips his leg, and then now the arm goes over the shoulder and then up. But what Hashimoto and Koga back in the competition did was to rotate, continue rotation and gripping the leg, and helps them over. It was really something to see. So again, I literally see no reason why they should be banned in international competition as well. The flag at the same time. The golden score, in my opinion, rendered a time meaningless and helped the Shido game even more. So here is an example of a reverse seoinage, how he would drop down. It becomes quite a bit of a different technique, but you enter somewhat similarly. But you have to keep in mind if it's a hand technique or a hip technique, and that's how you really, I would say, know which one are we dealing with. But here you can see you have a multitude of things that you can have. Here it's a running, for example, single leg or a knee pick, like a kuchiki daoshi or a morote gari back in the day, where we would go for only one. So you can see. So are you gonna see some bad attempts? Of course, you see it in also other throws as well. It's not just with leg grabs, and also you have the gripping, you have the rules that will not allow you to just go for the leg only. So here you can see still the judo that we know, the osotogari, the gripping, the kuzushi. You have everything, and now you have something to look out for: defense against shorter guys. If your attack is weak, of course there's newaza, pinning, and arm locks as well. We've seen Harasawa as well do this Jujigatame. Of course, Kagawa ended up winning. So this was a brilliant and great tournament. So happy to see leg grabs being incorporated again. The flag, the offensive attitude remained. Nothing was really jeopardized with the new rules. I'm really happy. I hope this will put a little bit of pressure on the international stage. If you have anything to add, let me know down below. Don't forget to check out the links. This was Shadi, and thank you for listening.